Hi Paris, how you doing? I've got your work up here. I didn't realize how long it would take to create. I still have more things to fix and add. I have that charts bar graphs. I want to look overcrowded, so it's because we're still not sure about the bar graph I have there. Just look odd. It might end up moving. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. I think it's a good start. The bar graph. I don't see a bar graph.
It's 3 o'clock.
Wait a second. You would say, still not sure about that bar graphic that I have there. It just looks odd. So I'm not real sure. I'm not seeing a bar graph. I'm seeing a pie chart. I'm seeing some illustrations, a map, and some more illustrations, but I'm not, yeah. So I'm just a little bit confused with that comment. Okay, so let's go ahead and start from the top. So this area right here has got to invite the viewer in. I would not use this really basic typography. I would really work on a nice, compelling typographic composition to introduce and kind of draw the viewer in to the composition. So really be creative here. I'm not real sure that's working. I don't even think Google uses that anymore, that multicolor. I know when I do a Google search, it just comes up as white. Let me show you what I mean. So if I go File, New, and it'll open up in Google, and it just comes up, and this will take a second, but it just comes up and see what I mean? So I'm not even real sure. So I'm just thinking about that. That's just a little bit, I don't know. I just think it's a little dated. I think that, yeah, definitely want to create a really super compelling header area for the infographic. This is great right here. But we want to work on the typography. As far as your color use goes, I think this is nice right here. I'm not real sure about this green color here. So keep on working on your color choices, and I'm a little as far as color goes, like these yellow or orange bars right here in the blue map. I'm not real sure what they're indicative of. We've got them intermittently. And the same thing with these dots right here at the corners. I'm not real sure what those are indicative of either. So perhaps you could clarify that. These little markers right here definitely need color, without question. And I think that there's not enough graphics here. There's just not enough going on here. It's really, really sparse. And I think don't worry about being overcrowded. The way you format your composition is really, really gonna. I mean, it's an infographic. It's gonna be crowded anyway, and that's expected. It's just a matter of really creating outstanding hierarchy in a way that is inviting with a lot of information as opposed to daunting to the viewer. So I'm not worried at all. I think we definitely need a lot more graphics in here. All right, let's take a look. So right now, so we go to transition from the title area to the map. It would make sense to bring this down. So instead of starting here, like kind of in the middle of nowhere, let's start up here in the title area and kind of draw the viewer into the map just by way of continuation from the title. So the title, oh, by the way, center alignment is typically not the most interesting thing in design. So I would reconsider your center alignment there. Also, you might consider a sans serif here as opposed to serif typeface. But again, I would like to see a really super engaging typographic composition in the header area. All right, so and then the map, I think it would make sense that the map comes out of the header area instead of coming down here. We'll just naturally draw the viewer into the map. So we start with this wonderful graphic here, and then we come all the way down here, and we have all this negative space here and all this negative space here. That's all valuable real estate. I mean, you could branch off, have another statistic here, one here. You have this. Then you have these right here. One thing I would recommend is I would use color in this and not put these in boxes. It just creates too much separation. So each of your data points on the map is placed in these round cornered boxes. And I don't think they should do. I think that they should have a synergistic relationship with the background instead of creating a separation by putting them in boxes. Also recommend. I do not recommend. I don't recommend sans serif typeface here. I think I would go with a sans serif here. It's a little bit more contemporary. And watch your center line type there as well. Okay, so then we come down here. This is good. I think this graphic could be a little bit larger, I think. I mean, it's perfectly legible and understandable. No street view here. And this all has street view. That's amazing. I had no idea. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, and then, so then we just kind of abruptly end. Oh, actually, no, we don't. This is good. You can download it route to your smartphone in case of a poor signal. So we're just really looking for more graphics here, and I think that at the bottom of at the infographic, there's a little bit too much area right here. Let's get a nice conclusion here. What do you want to? What do you? Let's conclude. Let's give the viewer a reason to understand that this is the end of the presentation based on a concluding statement, etc., or even a graphic or something. We have a header area that invites. We should have a footer area that kind of bids the viewer farewell after they've looked through the infographic, if that makes sense. So keep working hard. I think you're well on your way. Right now, we're a little bit underdeveloped. I think we could use a lot more graphics, a lot more facts, a lot more figures, a lot more um, charts, graphs, etc., tables, etc., even illustrations. So think about how that might work as well. Remember hierarchy, really super important. And other than that, I think it's a great start. So I'll tell you what, if you have any questions at all, or if I can clarify anything, I'll be glad to. Just let me know. All right, great. Thanks, Paris.